What do you make of the Dolphins' punishment?
Oh, the Miami Dolphins. Only the Miami Dolphins could cheat this bad and still not land the guy. Right? How you do that? You even mess up the cheating? Ridiculous. I'm not surprised. Honestly, I can't even pretend that I was particularly moved by any of this because I've been watching and covering the Miami Dolphins for most of my life, and I can't get surprised anymore. I can't. Once you're jaded for so long, it's like you just start to expect these things. I did think that when this story first came out, I was like, that feels like a Miami type of thing to happen. But it doesn't really feel like you're supposed to be doing that. I mean, these guys were playing and coaching in the league. Are we doing the tampering thing? Because we always hear about tampering in the NBA, obviously, but it's not such a big thing in the NFL. It doesn't feel like a severe enough punishment. We've had a lot of conversations about what severe enough punishments are this week. 6 games, which is, of course, the same amount of time that Deshaun Watson got in his punishment. Obviously, the loss of draft picks is significant. Losing a first-round draft pick is significant. The Stephen Ross fine, $1.5 million. Obviously, that is not a whole lot of money to a man worth almost
$8.6 billion.
$8.6 billion, almost $9 billion. That's not a lot of money, but trees don't grow to the sky. I don't think that you can just start levying out outlandish fines. Where do you set the standard for, that amount of money? 1.5 is still 1.5. But at the end of the day, and Nick Wright said this earlier on The Herd, when you're talking about punishments, what message does it send to the rest of the league? When you're talking about Tom Brady and Sean Payton, the tampering with those two individuals of that kind of status, and the punishment is $1.5 million, 6 games away from the team, which for an owner who's owned the team for quite some time, not a significant amount of time. He doesn't make the daily decisions. He's not a Jerry Jones whose, hands are in everything. So it's not really a significant amount of time away from the team. I do think the committee thing is significant, that he's been removed from all the committees, and Stephen Ross, the owner of the Dolphins, being removed from all the committees. But what message does it send to the rest of the league? Is this really punitive, considering the scope of the tampering that has been confirmed by the league and with the particular individuals that we're talking about? People are always trying to push it just a little bit over over the line. If that's the consequence, you know how to set the tone with young people or with people that are, need to have guidelines. It doesn't really seem like that's going to send a message of, you better not do this.